Today, I'm going to be doing a survivor challenge. This challenge is super simple. I will be using the worst perks in the game and attempting to get value from them without throwing the game. There are 8 perks that are considered terrible on OTZ survivor perk tier list. Since there are 8, I decided to make 2 different builds with an attempt to make them synergize. The first build consists of appraisal, corrective action, red herring, and quick gambit. The second build consists of repressed alliance, diversion, red herring, and no mither. And you know, since it's challenge day, I had to get ace looking fresh. Let's get into it. All right, not a terrible map for the build I'm working with here. I think it can actually work pretty okay. See what killer we're going against. It's also pretty important here. Don't see a killer yet. It could be a stealth killer, but I'm not 100. Oh, it is indeed a stealth killer. It's Ghostface we see right now. We'll go ahead and reveal him and move out of the area. I don't really want to be around Chase because number one, I could get hit. I could take a hit actually. Never mind. Whoops. Sorry, team. Taking a hit there is probably a good call because she was exposed. But at the same time, I'm playing with random people, and I don't really know if they would take a hit for me, and I don't want to go down and die on first hook. So, I mean, you know, double-edged sword there. We see the Ghostface lurking around. He's stalking somebody. Somehow I'm not revealing him, but okay. I'll just let that go. Not too worried about it. Get back on the gen. One hook, we have a gen almost done. We have 2 other gens being worked on, so it's a pretty good situation to be in if I'm being honest. But the goal is to get value out of majority of the perks I have. So as long as I can get value out of 3 of the 4 perks, I mean, I would consider that a win. Ideally, I'd like to get all 4, but I don't think I'm going to get value out of corrective action, to be 100% honest. Especially for like my MMR, people don't really miss skill checks unless they're like not paying attention or something. He's going for me. Goes to break the gen. I don't think he saw me at all there. That's crazy. Big reveal. Found me. We're going to go for the pallet here. Okay. He's not playing around it. He is. Fake that way. Nope. It was worth a try. I hugged way too wide there. I didn't think he was actually committing to me because he ran the other way. And he ran towards me, so it was really hard for me to know what he was doing. Drop that pallet. He's trapped. We'll go over to this pallet here. I think this pallet's super weak, so I'm actually gonna... I think I'm gonna keep running. Right now, we're getting quick gambit value because they're working on the gens around me. Don't forget that. So as long as I'm able to... Even if I go down here, which I will. Even if I go down here, it's still getting value. Yeah, I tried to fake the window. It didn't actually matter because he had too much distance. And maybe I should have played around that pallet. I don't know. It's a really weak pallet, though, if I remember correctly. But, I mean, that's a ton of value. Look at that gen. That gen got a ton of value because of quick gambit. So, I mean, I can't really complain about that. He goes to kick it. I don't think he... Does he have pop? He does not have pop. Or wait, I don't know. I couldn't really see. I think he might, actually. It kind of looked like a bigger explosion than usual, right? Nance, hello. So we did indeed get quick gambit value out of this game. I was going to ask for a heal, but you know what, dude? Let's try and get some appraisal value now that I'm thinking of it. Let's see if we can get a nice little med kit from the chest here. So for appraisal to actually get value, it would have to be the second search of the chest, not the first. So if I get a med kit on the first one, it's not really appraisal, it's just luck. Well, med kit. Nice. Just for fun, let's rummage again, see if we can get anything good, like another med kit or you know, something. Oh wow. It's a toolbox. Not really. I mean, not too bad. I could take the toolbox after I use the med kit. I mean, this is actually value. It's kind of not bad. I get a full heal and I get a toolbox to use on gens. Now, the toolbox, to be fair, is a brown toolbox. It will not give me a ton of, it won't give me a ton of progress, but it'll give me a little bit. You know what I mean? All right, we're getting some value out of the toolbox now. Revealed him. He's on me. He's coming right back to it. 50% of the toolbox is used. We have this pallet here that I didn't want to use earlier. Pre-drop it now, so he has to break it. Gives me a little bit of distance to go right here. I was gonna go main, but right here is pretty good too, actually. This is probably better than main because I'm assuming main's already been used, but he left me. If he's stuck on me right there, we get the gen down to the quick gambit, by the way. So he's sitting this gen pretty hard. I'm gonna get on the gen while he's chasing Nancy. She might go down there. I don't think he has surge or anything, so I pop this gen, no worries. Yeah, no surge. This gen gets popped. We're going to use the toolbox for the last little bit, guarantee a pop, and then we run this way towards the pallet we saw earlier. He decided to chase Sable and not me, so I'm going to go for the pickup on Nance. So far, we've gotten value out of 2 of our 4 perks. Unfortunately, red herring, I don't think we're going to get value this game, but I mean... yeah, it's not going to work. She's shifting. Sounds good. Back. Nice little 360 there. One more time. Fake it. Almost worked. When one 360 works, I try to fake the second one because then they're going to probably swing for the 360, but he was a little bit smarter than that, so I'm going to hide, but I'm actually going to see if I can get... well, red herring wouldn't actually get value here, right? Because I just go in here, red herring pops. He might go on that gen right away. He might leave chase. If he leaves Sable and goes to that gen, that was actually some value, but I don't think he will. We could reset here, though, while he's chasing Sable. We have a double heal. I have yet to get corrective action value. I don't, like I said, at this MMR, I don't think I will. People don't really miss skill checks, but yeah, red herring didn't get any value this game. I tried, but he didn't actually go for the gen, which is a little weird because he was 1 gen left. We would have gotten quick gambit value here, but unfortunately, we're not going to. We have a pallet to work with here, a nice little chain loop. I'm going to go for this window. He doesn't go through. He double back. He might be in Shroud, actually. No, he just left. Okay. That got value. Appraisal got value, and Quick Gambit got value. But there was no red herring or corrective action value. So I don't really know if I'd consider this a win or a loss, to be 100% honest with you. And I wasn't the last person on the leaderboard, so I wasn't hiding the entire game. That's pretty good. Overall, that was an okay game. For the challenge sake, that would not be considered a win because only 2 out of 4 perks got value, not 3 out of 4, which would mean not majority. So that would be a fail. Garden of Joy. It's weird because every time I'm on this map, I never feel any joy. Let's it's not a terrible map though. I mean, it's okay for what I'm trying to do here. We do have no mither, but again, we're super duper quiet because we're ace. Okay. Mindbreaker, not super worried about that because we don't have any exhaustion perks, but we got to look out for a stealth killer. We're in a pre-run. I'm going to run all the way over here because I think that they're looping in that area. So, like, the goal is to get value out of the perks, but I don't want to throw the game just to get value. That's the thing, right? The gen got popped. And there it goes. I mean, I guess it's a little bit of red herring value, right? He assumed it was red herring, so he leaves. I'll take that. I left no blood or anything, so he had no idea. I'll go down real quick. I don't think he's going to follow me. If he does, we'll use a pebble here. I think that right now would be a really good time to use diversion. But he chooses not to commit to me. So I'm going to go to this gen here. Unfortunately, I'm kind of jumping from like gen to gen. We have a gen that's 50%, another gen that's like 40-ish. And then we have this one down here, right? Like, you know what? In the gen upstairs, I probably should have repressed it. I think that would have gotten a ton of value. I'm not going to lie. Missed the chance to get value upstairs with Repressed Alliance, but it's okay. As long as the game will pebble towards the house. Meg should be the one going for the save because she's the only one who's full health. We're going to pre-run. He's in main area. We're going to try and get a little bit of red herring value again here. Hopping this locker. So technically red herring got me a little bit of it. Okay, one of them's haunted. We don't know what the other hex was though. It did get me a little bit of value because he decided to go kick the gen instead of going for me in the locker. Because he saw me go over that way, but I think in his mind he thought I went too far. So it's better to just kick the gen instead of chase somebody who already has a ton of distance. Now 2 people are being slugged here. That's really unfortunate because me and Jake are both injured. If I can meet up with Jake, that'd be super sick. So I could heal him, but I think I want to finish this gen and then hopefully Jake can go for the save. But if not, I can too. Now that the gen's done, I don't really need to worry about the exhaustion, so he could just run right over there. The only thing that's important is the blindness, right? Like exhaustion, I don't have any exhaustion perks, doesn't matter. That's the cool part. All right, we are actually going to go. He might teleport right here if he has barbecue. That'd be a really good teleport for him, but... And he does. I repressed that gen. Now the problem, here's the thing. It gets a little bit of value because it won't regress. That's the important part. Pebble that way? Will he run over there? That's what I want to know. If he runs over that way, we're chilling. He is. He teleported back to main. He's going that way, which allows us to go for the save, kinda, right? Let's get rid of this guy here. Yeah, I don't think it regresses. So he's just hard tunneling Alan out, unfortunately. That super sucks for that guy. And that's really nice. A double surge proc up here. Well, he can't kick the gen. That's good news. Loop around here. What? There's no way that just worked, right? That repressed is crazy, by the way. He could have just swung and downed me, but he looked behind him to see what the noise was. That's actually crazy. Let's pre-drop so we can get a little bit of jump. Alright, no pain res. He only has surge. There's only 3 of us left at 3 gens, which is really bad. You kind of, if he gets somebody out, like out of the game at 3 gens, this really puts us in a tough spot. Yeah. Killers are so weird, man. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get tunneled here, but I will go for this person and dispel this. What I noticed about the unknown is the more of those like clones or whatever he has out, the more strong he is. Like the stronger he gets throughout the game. If he has them all around the map, he can just teleport like constantly, and it just becomes so much pressure. During that chase, oh, I'm dead. Ooh, the 360 actually worked, and then he followed through, so that's pretty good. All right, it's only my second hook, so I'm not too concerned about it. And if you run it wide, then he's able to M1 you. Now he's going to teleport to this clone and try to cut me off. I mean, that was pretty obvious. We have a pallet here. Unfortunately, I had to go wide again, and it allows him to catch up to me. I don't have a pallet here. We do have a gen here if anyone's able to take a hit, considering I'm death hook, but I don't think so. Drop this pallet. We're able to get a little bit of distance, but I don't know how much. Keep in mind, no mither will actually hide my blood pools. So that's really good for running away. And just like that, we actually get away. I do think that was a little bit of no mither value, I'm not going to lie, because there's no blood pools and no grunts of pain, so it's a lot harder for him to track me. So he did catch up to me. Bad news, but we were able to run this car loop pretty well. Unfortunately, like I said, we can't hug as tight as I want to because of the UVX. Gotta go wide. Doesn't matter. All right, cool. We're going to keep going back and forth, and he's going to use UVX against me here. Actually, he can't because we're about to, yeah. That's pretty crazy. I don't know what we're doing, buddy. What are we doing here? Oh, you're waiting for your little thing to teleport. I see. There is no way to win that because once he put that down, he could teleport to that side. I thought he was going to teleport, but I guess he expected that. Big. What? So the good news is that no mither allowed me to waste a lot of time, considering I don't leave blood pools and it's a lot harder to track me because of my grunts of pain being quieter. It actually did give me a lot of distance on him. I'm not gonna lie. The reason I was able to get as much distance as I did is because he was having a hard time tracking me and a hard time finding me. So to be fair, I definitely could have gotten more value out of those perks. It's just like really difficult. I would consider the last one a win because although we didn't escape with the perks, at the very least, we got value out of 3 of the 4 of them. I would consider 4 of them, but red herring is debatable because maybe he just kicked the gen and left, assuming we already left. But I think that both times I got red herring value, he actually left me to get the gen. All in all, I think this challenge is pretty fun. I think it's really difficult to get value out of these perks without like trying to get value or like building around these perks. Escaping's nice, but as you saw in the first game, just because you escape doesn't mean you get value from the perks. Like we escaped and there was no problems, but I only got value out of 2 of the 4 perks. The other 2 perks didn't really do anything. So although the first game we won the game, we lost the challenge. And the second game we lost the game, but we won the challenge. And we were able to get value out of every single perk and do pretty good. I will not lie. And if you've made it this far, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe as I do plan to make more Dead by Daylight content in the near future, whether it be killer, survivor, educational content, or challenge content. And leave a comment down below of what you think the hardest perk to get value would be.